good storyteller.
Well, how old were you?
Well, I was 12 years old. And the prior kids were about our age, my age. One of them was a couple of years younger. His name was Mick. And he liked to hunt deer. And him and I went hunting at a mine where his father was running a gold mine up east of Melford, up by Rock Corral. And so we got transportation up there and was living with them in the cabin at the mine. And on opening day of the hunting season, Mick's father told us where to go. And he knew where the deer would come up when the hunters came and started moving up from down below.
And did you know how to shoot then?
Did I know how to shoot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew how to shoot. I've shot a lot of guns. Not many rifles, though. Large caliber. Anyway, we went up there to this spot to wait. And I had a box and a half of bullets. And I was such a good shot that I thought there's no use taking all of them with me. I only need one probably, and I took the half a box with me. And sure enough, here come the buck right across the side of the mountain. And I shot all of those shots, those bullets at him, but one bullet, and I didn't hit him. And so then we went on over the top of the mountain and started down the ridge on the other side. And Mick went down in the canyon, the other canyon, on the other side, and I stayed on the ridge. And finally, he started to come back up, and we were about even on the ridge. And I was on another saddle. And I saw this buck coming up to cross the saddle. And he was a big one, big 6-pointer. And he stopped. And I had that one shot, and I shot, and over he went. And so I walked down into the saddle in the little canyon, and I couldn't see him anywhere. And I was standing right by a trail. And then all of a sudden, that deer got up, and he wanted to go right where I was. He wanted to go over this saddle. And there I was with no bullets. And I could have touched him when he went by me. And he went over about 300 yards over the saddle, and he fell over dead. We never did find him.
You never found him?
Well, we got over the top, and I told Mick, I said, I'll stay on his tracks, and you go along the side hill, and you get a shot at him if he jumps, if he starts running again. And I was tracking him, and some more deer took off, and Mick shot at them, and he said, here he goes, here he goes. So I left the tracks, and we went after those deer, thinking it was the buck, and we never seen him again. And we went back down to the mine, and we told his dad about everything that happened. He said, well, I know right where that buck is. And they used a horse, and called him Shorty, to pull the ore cars out of the mine with. Yeah. said, old Shardy, when we went back up that mountain and got on his track again and walked right up to that buck, cleaned him out and rode him on old Shardy, and his feet rubbed the ground on each side of the horse.
That's the biggest run you ever got, huh? All your life?
I think that's the biggest one I ever got. We never did weigh him, but he was a monster for a 12-year-old. And we were hunting, nobody was getting anything. There's a lot of guys camped right there where we were camped, a lot of their hunters. And one deer come across the ridge there one morning, and everybody was shooting at him. They must have shot 100 shots, and nobody hit him. And the next morning, I took off alone. And I went clear up over the top and got into a little cliff area, and where I could watch a basin. I was sitting there on a rock, and I saw a doe in a pond come up and go right up through the saddle right behind me, and I thought, well, I sure would like to see a buck out there where they were at when I seen them. I kind of said a little prayer and told the Lord that He'd let me get a deer and I'd be a good boy. He never showed me promises to the Lord. And I looked up, after I said that, I looked up, there he was, and right out there was a big 4-point buck, just standing still looking at me. And I got real excited.
To get the fever?
I got the fever though. But I shot, and I saw the dust fly up underneath him and beyond him. And then he started running, and I shot again. And he went about, I must have shot 5 times because I was out of bullets. And I had to put more in the chamber, in the magazine. And he stopped down there about 100 yards. He stopped and was looking back. And finally I got the bullets in, got one in the chamber and raised up. And just as I went to aim at him again, I seen him fall over and his feet come up in the air. And I run down there and I shot him right through the heart the first time. And he run that far after I shot him.
Missed the next 4 shots.
And yeah, and I missed all those shots on the run. And then I went back and we got the horse and us kids, and we come back up there and got that deer and took him to camp. And I was a hero.
The only one anybody got, huh?
Well, you guys rode horses a lot. Yeah, didn't you?
Well, a lot of them rode the horses a lot. I wasn't a real horse person. But I rode them quite a bit. I had one. But that was always exciting when I got older to jump them deer and shoot them.
Oh, didn't you run into a mountain lion or something in a cave once?
That's when we were looking for geologists, and I went out to Montello, Montello, Nevada. And this geologist didn't have a car. And he was about Vaughn's age, I guess. And he would always have me take him on these trips so he could do the geological mapping and sampling. And we were sampling a big copper mine up on a mountain there called Copper Mountain. And we'd work there for a couple of days and had finished the work. It was in the evening, getting dark, and we were coming out, and he saw this tunnel off to the side of the road, and he said, "Let me go and check this tunnel out." The geologists, they always wanted to go check something, you know. I said, okay, so I stayed in the car, and I thought he would probably be gone an hour. You know, they get in those tunnels and they start looking at the rocks. They never want to leave. But 5 minutes, well, here he was back to the car. And I asked him what happened. He told me he went in there and he shined his flashlight back up in the tunnel, and there was two big eyes looking back at him. And we had seen the mountain lion tracks that morning, right in that area. And we don't know whether that was a mountain lion or not, but we think it was.
You didn't go back in, huh?
We didn't, no. When he got to the car, we come home. We came to Elko. Floyd, and he was raised in Alaska.
See the one up in Barrett?
Yeah, he's
Found the mine
he
for-
found that barite mine. That outfit over there north of Wells. I was on a location crew. That's where they go out and locate the line where the road's going to be built.
Uh-huh.
They survey it. And when I was on that hunting trip, the first one with Mick, when we were up on top of that mountain, I found a pile of ore in some scrub oak brush, and I picked up a piece of that ore and put it in my pocket. And when we got back to the camp, why, Mick's dad was looking at it, and he found some free gold in it, a speck of free gold in the quartz.
It was quite an exciting trip.
That
Between the
started
buck
my-
and the ore.
That started my interest, and that was before the war. And after I got out of the Army and was working for the highway, then I still remembered that. And when we were on these location jobs, well, I was always looking at the formations, you know, and maybe kind of sand a little to see if I could find something. I thought maybe that I would find something if I kept at it. And then when I met Bob Morris in Carson City, well, then we became good friends, and he had 40 years of mining experience. And then I started with him.
What did you do when you first started? How did you get going?
How did I get started?
Yeah, how did you get going?
Wasn't that the uranium days?
Well, that was the uranium days. I was a stake missionary there in Carson City. And Bob Morris Jensen left there, he was the district president of the missionaries in Carson City. They made me the district president after he left. We was in a meeting in Reno, and the mission president's name was A.L. Larson. And he said that the mission district presidents should look out after their missionaries under them, and if they needed any help, to help them. And Bob had been out of work for quite a while when I went to that meeting, and he needed some money. And I talked over Velma, and I went down to the credit union in Carson City, credit union, and borrowed $1,000, give it to Bob. And then he made me a partner.
Was that about the time you were thinking about buying the trailer park up at the north end of Carson?
That was after that.
And then you organized your M.M S money company, didn't you? Right after that?
Well, yeah, he organized the M.M.S. and gave me 10% of what he owned in the company. And then after that, I borrowed money and sold stock and sold and bought M.M.S stock with the money. And we sell
we still have some of it.
you don't leave that thing running when we're not talking stock. You have to issue a prospectus.
Right.
And for each property, I made a map. I got original county maps and got copies of them. And they usually had the mines located on them already. And I fixed these maps up so that they could be put into book, 8.5 by 11 book size sheets. And they went into the prospectus. And then I arranged to have it printed and all the work that I did. I took stock for my work. And then all the money that I got and the money that you kids had saved and in the credit union went to buy M.M.S stock. And we bought the stock and then we sold it to you kids for our original cost, which was 5 cents a share. So you sold yours for 10 cents. You made 100% on the investments. You sold yours for 10,000.
I sold that acre of land for 10,000.
Oh, what'd you sell your stock for?
I think it was
Quarter. Did you say this was about quarter?
last time I sold it was about a quarter. I may have got $1 for some.
I don't know, you get man, you don't have it.
Grandma and Grandpa's house. Here is Paul and Grandma working away on molding. So very painting away. Here's Grandpa. He's helping to supervise. As you can see, we've finished some of it. See the old paint and the new paint, but we're still working on it. To roll.
Where's the opener, Mom?
We're doing the stairwell. Paul, turn around and show us your shirt. Oh, there he is. And it's Harley Davidson. And Vaughn. And Grandma looking around here.